Hey, welcome to the Help Us Understand podcast. This is where we discuss all sorts of things, from theories to stupid people to shopping carts to
things we don't understand.
Things we don't understand or try to help each other understand. I am Zach.
I'm Josh.
And welcome, folks. We got a lot to go through today. Hopefully you listened to our last podcast about drones and such, drones and religion.
I'm going to this one blind. I have no idea what the topics are.
That's fantastic. That's very well done.
We just discussed that.
So we'll try something new, kind of, bringing on some structure a little bit here and there. So I thought of the idea, and, all of you listeners out there, which now are at least 10, can tell us, if you like this or not. We could go back and do the holidays, the weird holidays, or we could do this. It is Weird Inventions of 2024, which we will shortly be able to say of 2025.
Wait, something that was invented this year?
This year, yeah.
Okay.
Not just strange in history. I mean, we could do like 1 billion episodes of that. But this one kind of caught my mind, which I thought, why do we need this? Okay. A mental health mirror. Well, I'm just going to stop there and let you go ahead and think. Tell me what you think it is.
Well, I mean, based on the temperature of today's society, it's probably some woke thing. Like, is it similar to a safe space, quote unquote?
Actually, no, not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
No, maybe it's a little bit better than
mental health mirror. Like, is it a mirror?
Yeah.
And you look at it, and based on your facial expression, it tells you whether or not you're happy, sad.
Maybe, yeah, pretty close.
Okay,
pretty
I'm
close.
actually intrigued.
See, it's not as bad as you thought.
Yeah.
So it is a mental health mirror. It says, how do you feel when you look in the mirror in the morning? Which, to be fair, most men, we go, I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
We go, nothing looks off, so we're good.
I just look tired.
Like if I have like a giant spot on my face, I'm going to be like, oh shit, I'm still going to go to work.
Right, I'm probably not going to do anything
But
about it.
yeah, it's just like, okay. It says if you're grumpy or under-caffeinated, maybe those things come to mind. Well, the Paris-based health company says that its smart mirror can take one look and tell how you're feeling. Then offer personalized mental health coaching. That's where a little bit of the wokeness slips in.
Who asked for this?
Don't know. The technology uses AI and natural language processing to analyze expressions and gestures, and then provide guided meditations, light therapy, and affirmations. Technology can monitor subtle changes in health and has the potential of improving the quality of lives of millions.
I think what's going to happen is corporate, like restaurants are going to get in on this and be like, hey, so...
You look like you're hungry for a big old burger.
Good morning. You look a little famished.
Yeah.
Try the Big Mac from Burger King. Brought to you by Burger King.
We do not sponsor.
Right.
The mirror can also guide you through toothbrushing.
Guide you through it?
And analyze your skin's needs. Good morning, sir. It looks like you need a little bit of moisturizer today.
You look dry as fuck, sir.
I would hope it would cuss, but I doubt
Is this a full body mirror?
No, it's just like a facial
cost. Does it say anything about cost?
It says, can it make a cup of coffee? No. The mirror will be available by the end of 2024 between $500 and $1,000.
Between $500 and $1,000.
And $1,000, yes.
I mean, I just don't see.
I mean, that's for people who have money and don't know what to do with it.
People with more.
Let's be fair.
People with more money than sense.
Yeah, because although it's neat, right? I would give it a try.
It's a technology that nobody asked for. And it's unneeded.
Yeah, basically.
Like, who can't tell how they feel?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Unless it's like, hey, you know what? You look a little sad today.
Or what if you look great? Or what if you feel fine? You wake up and you feel rested, you're ready for the day, and it's like, you look a little down.
But I do have problems with that though. So I, as many Americans and other people around the world, have now joined the Aura Ring Club, where you wear the Aura Ring. Excuse me. And it basically is there for sleep. I mean, that's one of the biggest functions. It tells you, hey, here's how you slept. Here's suggested bedtimes. Here's your suggested circadian rhythm based on how you sleep. Your blood oxygen all night long. I mean, it detects all this sorts of stuff, right?
Right.
I will have, most nights are not good nights sleep, but I'll have a good night's sleep and I'll be like, man, that was a good fucking night's sleep.
And you'll look
and it'll
at
go, sleep score 60. And I'll go, that was worse than the last 2 nights that I had felt even worse in the morning. And I'm like, how the fuck does that work? And then as I go on through the day, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't get it. And I'm like, maybe I didn't sleep well, but my body got the right amount of rest for my brain to feel okay.
Yeah, but it's not about the amount. I thought it was about the quality of rest.
However, when I look at it, I go from, I had a nice sleep to, shit. And it immediately slightly alters my mood because I'm like, well, fuck. Did I not have a good night's sleep? So I feel like the mirror could do the same thing. It would be like, you look like you did not sleep very well. Look at those dark bags under your eyes. And someone would be like, the fuck? I thought I felt good. And then it ruins their day, you know?
Yeah, fuck that.
I mean, it seems.
I don't want my mirror telling me shit.
But it would be nice. It would be like, sir, Joshua, you seem to need a little bit of cream on your forehead today.
And I would be like, Mary, you must not know me well.
I don't know what that is.
I don't moisturize. I've never moisturized. I might have put on some hand lotion from time to time, but I'm
That's
not.
Right, you're a man. We only use bar soap for everything.
Well, no, I like a what is it? It's the liquid version of Irish Spring.
Oh, sorry. Okay. But yeah, I just was like, I saw that one and I was kind of thrown off. I'm like, well, it's neat. That's it. It's neat.
It's a cool technology.
I would use it a couple times.
I wouldn't use it at all. I would get it and be like, what do I do with it now? If I woke up and I'm fucking tired, I can feel
you're
that I'm tired.
You need caffeine.
Well, it was just like Mirror, like, good morning, Mirror. This is my first time using you. What you got? You look tired. Yeah, no shit. I just woke up.
What do I need to do about it? Drink some water. I already did.
Get plenty of rest and drink water and be like, what a fucking waste of money.
For $500.
Yeah. Like telling me the shit that I already know.
Like I said, I maybe would try it a couple times, but I don't think I would purchase that. Like, even if I had unlimited money, I don't think that that's something I need. If I want to feel better, I'm going to have a Bang or an energy drink right on the nightstand. So that when I wake up and go, oh, fuck, and just crack it open and start drinking, I'll be good.
You know what's weird about that? I've gotten to a point to where nothing with caffeine, caffeine does nothing for me.
Nothing with caffeine.
So, like, at work, we have our little cafe thing that sells, like, the same shit that you got where you work. And it sells all kinds of energy drinks, all kinds of coffee drinks, all this kind of stuff. And I tried different ones, and it does not help me. Caffeine does nothing to my body. And I don't get it.
I don't know.
Because I used to love coffee. And I like that little that you get from caffeine. I don't get that anymore.
True. And I mean, I guess I'll say not quite the same. I still enjoy Like, I need caffeine.
But you drink
a lot.
You drink a lot of energy drinks.
When I do drink them, I sip them. I don't drink them like a normal human. Like, people are like, oh, need an energy drink, and they drink it. I make mine last from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. One can.
You do that shit.
And I sip it all day long.
But you know I can't sip, so I guzzle mine.
I know.
Mine are gone within the first 5 minutes.
Your heart's just like, oh, this shit again? Fuck off.
I guess. Well, because I'm just like, sipping them. And I just guzzle the bitch down because I just can't do that. I love drink. I love any kind of drink.
Yes, we know you do.
We know you love drink.
You love the water mostly.
I love water. Oh God, I love water.
I'll be drinking a lot of water in the new year.
Why is that?
Losing some weight, you know. The new year, new me. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to lose some weight.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about changing myself.
I'm going to start going back to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need to.
Okay. So we have some good news. We got another email.
Another fan email?
We did. We got a fan email from someone different, other than whoever your boy is. Which your boy, we appreciate it. I'm trying to find the email here.
What's his name? James, right?
James. Yes.
Thank you, James.
Yeah, thank you, James. I think it was about our last episode, correct? About the drones and whatnot.
Well, no, if I remember reading it, it was kind of about both. Like we talked about the
God-forsaken drones.
Well, that and the religious aspect of the show as well.
So it's very lengthy, which I really genuinely appreciate it, James, for the dedication and the thought process that went into this. Because I read through it and I was like, Jesus, this was an episode in itself. So I will not read the entirety of the email, but I will kind of read certain parts. So he said, Zach and Josh, I wanted to reach out, share my thoughts on the latest episode. First, let me say that I listen to every episode. You guys are pretty entertaining. Some episodes are better than others, but I always get a laugh out of the two of them. Out of the two of you. But in an effort to help you understand, I felt Josh's views on religion were a bit too binary. While I agree that we shouldn't judge people harshly, I believe that there's an important distinction to make. People who sin shouldn't be shunned, provided they acknowledge their wrongdoing, seek forgiveness, and take steps to atone for their actions.
Okay, and I was so and I appreciate the comment, and I understand what he's saying. The reason why I was so black and white about it is because that's essentially what the basis of religion is,
Right.
of what Christianity
Yeah.
is. It is the basis of it, like the ground level reasoning for it is to help people.
Yeah.
You're being a good person. It's not even that. Your goal is to get to heaven.
Right.
Right. Okay. So, but it depends on how people want to look at it. Is it by reading the scripture? Is it by going to church and doing all this other kind of stuff? Or is it living a good life, being a good person, and helping people and stuff? And I think a lot of people that go to church nowadays lose that.
Yeah.
And I think going to church is out of obligation and stuff. You should help homeless people when they come and ask. You should, you should do what you can to help people that are sinning and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get that in the real world, that's kind of not. It's not.
It's more of a fairy tale nowadays than it used to be.
Well, yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
I mean,
things have changed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Then he goes on to say, forgiveness and inclusion, in my view, should be tied to the willingness to accept accountability, not offered unconditionally. Unchecked grace can sometimes dilute the value of redemption.
Well, accountability is definitely is important, but I'm talking about Jesus. Like, I mean, do you think that's how he would have reacted to this kind of stuff? Like, if people came to him about a problem and needed help. Like, plenty of people in this world make mistakes their entire life.
Oh, yeah.
And then get to their, 60s and 70s. It's like, you know what? I have been making mistakes my entire life.
Yeah.
I'm ready to turn my life around, and I'm ready to get some help and do things different. And that's taking accountability. That's
fair.
a good
Yeah,
thing. They're working up to it. They learn from their mistakes.
It's better to try at some point than to never try at all.
Right. And I'm not saying, as far as like a God or or what Jesus was based on history and stuff, do I think that he's just going to give? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's just what he was.
Right.
And that's just who he was.
Yeah.
He died because of our sins, and he just wanted to forgive.
Yeah. So that was the majority. I would say that was the basis of the reply on the religion. He also replied about the drones. He said, as for the drones, I've been following the reports of unusual drone activity around the New Jersey area and wanted to share my perspective. I can't help but feel this might be a deliberate effort by a group of individuals to incite fear into the public. Pattern of these sightings are frequent enough to draw attention, but lacking any clear purpose. Reminds them of crop circles and similar hoaxes from the past. True.
100%.
That is very true.
That's a very good point.
Stunts were rarely about causing actual harm, but instead relying on creating mystery and fear, tapping into the public imagination and paranoia.
So the reason for the fear, though, taking our attention off of something else
that's more important.
I get it. And since we have spoken about it, there has been some significant developments.
There has.
I mean, they've now banned drone usage in the
FAA,
majority.
yep.
Yeah, in the majority of New Jersey.
Which is very strange to me that they waited 3 weeks
to
go, all right, you know what? Now there's too many. Yeah. We're going to possibly shoot you out of the sky if we see you up here. That should have happened at least a weekend.
Day 2.
Not 3. I mean, I understand maybe day 2 or day 3, they're trying to figure it out. No more than a week. We're 3 weeks in and you're like, okay, don't do it anymore.
Now it's getting out of hand.
Yeah, it's like, but do you know who's controlling these then?
Right.
Drones are simply the modern equivalent, a more accessible, high-tech way for some people to achieve the same effect.
Yeah,
so,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But who, though? That's what I'm saying.
Right.
If all of them are connected in a way to cause fear, then where is that coming from?
Right, because it's successful, though.
And,
Very.
It's causing all kinds. But what are we meant to take our minds off of?
Right.
We now have to look around and say, okay, what is happening that they want us to not see?
Or maybe there are other things up there that they're trying to confuse us.
Like that one video, this can be another episode, but that one video that you sent, what Joe Rogan posted,
call out Joe Rogan.
Dude, that's one of the most significant things I've seen.
Yeah, that's
in a while.
Terrifying. That it fucking took off like you're watching Star Trek.
I know that shit's crazy.
It's really bad. I mean,
you know how skeptical I am.
I know, but there's some people are catching stuff that it's so much now that you almost have to go, damn.
Yeah, but also too,
but
everybody has a phone now.
Yeah.
Social media is everywhere, and it's so easy to see that stuff because so many people are filming.
The problem is our views of what's real and what's not real has been distorted over time. Where every time somebody's posted something over the last 20, 30 years, we're like, fake. Now we see something that looks just like that, and our instinct is, that's fake. And then as you watch the video, you go, well, fuck.
That's fucking, like,
maybe it wasn't.
Like, I can't imagine seeing that in real life, because then I'd be like,
just like in the video, those guys, what the fuck is that? That'd
I can
be
no
me.
longer question it. Yeah, for sure.
Like, that's scary.
All right, finish James's email.
So the psychology behind these acts is fascinating. By leveraging a technology people already associate with surveillance attacks or secretive activities, they're exploiting our existing fears. The absence of any credible threat or explanation only fuels the anxiety. Like crop circles, this kind of activity thrives on public attention, and the more mysterious it seems, the more effective it becomes.
Yeah.
So I get that. So he's just saying, I'd love to hear your take on whether this theory holds water, whether there be other motives behind these incidences. This is a very interesting topic. And then basically, thank you, James A. Appreciate it, James.
Thank you, James. Appreciate it. And so here, my only, I'm not going to say issue, but my only question with what he said about comparing it to crop circles, is crop circles, I think, got so much attention because the public,
no one saw them happen.
Well, that, but also, too, it's like, who else could do this?
Right.
What else could do this aside from some big spaceship? Now, a drone, anybody can fucking control a drone. Anybody can have a drone and do that.
But then that question comes in, can drones do crop circles effectively within a reasonable amount of time?
Also, too, though, but years later, though, they finally figured out that people could create crop circles with that plank of wood.
That's true.
And the rope and stuff. So then they were like, okay, people could do this if they wanted to.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm assuming they determined that's what it was.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
there's a lot of weird stuff happening.
Science
lately.
hasn't happened.
Well, there's some weird stuff happening lately.
Yeah.
I mean, you got, government issues, you got the world's at war, you got drones all over the place. You have reports that drones are shutting down the military base up there in New Jersey.
Also,
who knows how many
Ohio,
reports are real? Yeah, I mean, there's so. I would just say look up. I think we need to look up more often as a society, because I think maybe there were things there already that we didn't notice, and now that we're looking up, we're noticing.
I think people are not always looking up, but I think people are. Okay, no, let me.
I was about to say, not true.
Well, people are also not. People are looking up generally, like, oh, what's up there.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I will have to say that people are not as aware of their surroundings as they should be.
Right, and I think that has played negatively to our existence up to now, because
I'd agree with
even
that.
me, I mean, if I'm driving at night, I'm just driving. I'm not looking in the sky. Sometimes I'll look like, oh, there's stars, but I won't like peel my eyes to the sky. I mean, I bet you if I did now and you and I went on a 3-hour drive in the middle of the night, we'd probably see some shit that we're like, what is that?
I do, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I see lights, I'll be like, oh, plane.
But I don't think a lot of people do. I think they're just in their own world.
But I don't think that it's about looking up. I think what's happening is they're seeing something that is acting in a fashion that they're not normally used to. Planes move.
True.
And people have been seeing these drones just fucking hovering there.
Yeah.
Like, so I have 2 really small drones. And when they're not moving, they're not moving.
Right.
Like when they're hovering, they're impeccably just so
Still.
good at just completely still.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that they are running, which is wild. And the parade in our town, the Christmas parade, we all went to the Christmas parade, and we were in the middle of town. And there was a drone, I'm presuming for filming, was hovering over us where we were.
Yeah.
And it was there for almost like an hour, hovering in the exact same spot. So if I saw something like that blinking, not moving, I'd be like, that's not a fucking plane.
Right.
And that would, and I guess the point that I'm trying
catch your eye.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The point, it would catch my eye. I'd be like,
Right.
what is that? I don't even think I'd have to look up to see. I'd be like, what is that?
Right.
Well,
things like in that video that Joe Rogan posted, it's like, okay, they saw a bright light, right? Which could be from a drone at first.
Yeah.
But then when you see it take off
but even before
into
then,
space.
But even before then.
Well, that's true. Even before then, it
Like
was moving
how
weird.
it was moving. Well, it was just the way it was moving.
And the light was splitting, like open, almost like, okay, this is my imagination. How much Star Trek did you actually watch? I had to watch the shit out of it because my parents were Trekkies.
I mean, I'm a Star Wars geek.
But like when they take off, the rear lights on the engine lit up bright, right? They got bright, and then they went to hyperdrive and all this stuff.
Right.
That's what that looked like. It got brighter, it fanned out, and then it went, it just went into space. And I was like,
I'm gonna have
are
to
we in a fucking movie?
I might have to watch it again. Well, think about it. I mean, that's got to come from somewhere. I mean, people, who knows what
the
genre.
Galactic Federation of Aliens, because you saw that fucking video
I
too.
did see that too. But come on, that is a little too Hollywood. The Galactic Federation of Aliens.
It is. It sounds ridiculous, but all right, in the small chance that that's real, how fucking terrifying is it that we are literally like the sub race of the galaxy?
Like we haven't been, like we're just
like we've not evolved whatsoever, and the Alien Federation are waiting for us to evolve to a point that we can understand, quote, what he said was, quote, what space and spaceships are, end quote. That part got me. What do you mean what space is? Is it that we see it as it's a vacuum, right? There's no oxygen, there's no air. It's a vacuum in space. Well, what if, in fact, it's not necessarily a vacuum, it's energy. Energy that can help travel. What if the whole entire space is like a road? It's a road map.
And we're just not looking at it that way.
And we're not looking at that. We're looking at it as a vast, open, gaping hole in the sky that we're just a small part of, when really everything it's a path. The space is a path, and the black mass that's around us is energy.
Wait. Where are you getting this from?
I'm just saying, think about it. Like, what would space be? If they're saying until we understand what space is, well, we thought we understood
what do you mean they? Who said this?
Humans. That's what this guy wrote, the Israeli defense minister. Sorry, let me back up.
I think you're looking too much into it. I don't think that's what he meant. Like, space is space.
That's what aliens said. That's what he quoted, that the aliens said, that they would not reveal themselves. Sorry, let's pause. This was a video on ABC News.
I don't know.
It was ABC or CNN, one of the two. And it was basically this former Israeli space defense minister. Like, he was like the head of the space agency in Israel for 30 years. Now, take it right there. 30 years, right?
Right.
Anywhere you work for 30 years, you're going to see weird shit.
Yeah.
Right? Stuff that you're going to be like, oh, the fuck? That's not right, or whatever. And if you work so far up, let's take this guy, for example. He works pretty high up. He's in one of the highest levels probably in the world when he was doing that job. Mm-hmm. Who do you report weird shit to?
Him?
Yeah.
I mean, if he's the tippy top, I guess the public.
Right. But then if you do that, you get executed, right? What's the next best thing? I'll write a book when I retire. That's what he did.
You'll still get executed.
He wrote a book in 2020 about his experience of the fact that we've met with aliens, and that these aliens have said specifically to the United States and Israeli governments, God knows why those two, I don't know, that they would make an agreement to do testing on our planet. They would do tests on our planet.
I'm looking. Okay, I guess what I'm thinking. I still can't get past the idea that aliens told this man that they were a part of the Galactic Federation.
I know it sounds cartoonish.
But here's why. The word galaxy or the word galactic is an English word. We created that word. Why?
How do you know we created it?
Where do we get it from?
They maybe speak all sorts of languages.
But
so
that's,
you think
but that's what,
no. So if you think there was another race of dog people on another planet that they wouldn't go, over time we've learned science and we figured out that it's called we're going to name it the galaxy.
So wait, you're saying if there's two planets, they're evolving at the same rate.
I say the likelihood is
they're discovering at the same rate. They have no communication with each other. That they will come to the conclusion that an apple is called an apple, and they'll both call an apple an apple.
I say there's a good likelihood.
I don't know.
I don't think everything would line up, but I think there's a likelihood.
I think the planets will be similar in how they look and how people are dressing and how they evolve and all that kind of stuff.
Maybe,
but I don't know if things will be called the same thing.
Maybe that's what it is in our language.
That's what I mean.
So it's translated in English to galactic, but in their language, it's. I mean, seriously, think about that. When you translate from one language to another, it doesn't sound at all like what it did. In Spanish, galactic is probably galactica or something like that. But I'll pick a different pick a different language, like Swiss. Galactic might be Okotabo. So it might be something completely different.
But that's what I'm saying.
And that's no different than the aliens coming down and saying we're called the Galactic Federation of Aliens. But in our language, it doesn't mean galactic.
Okay, here's my next question. What does alien mean? It means different.
Foreign.
Right.
Yeah.
So why would they call themselves that?
Because we're aliens to them.
But they're part of the Federation. They're not aliens from their perspective.
That implies that there's multiple different types of them in this Federation. It's not just one. That's what's scary.
I don't know. That to me just seems maybe this guy in 30 years lost his fucking mind. And then wrote this book.
Maybe, sure. But the fact that they said there's a galactic federation of aliens that they don't want to tell the human race that they exist until the humans have understood, his exact words, understood what space and spaceships are. Which right now we think, bruh, we got it. We know what space is. We know what space. Maybe we don't. Maybe our view of space and spaceships are wrong. That's the scary part.
Okay, I will concede that our view of spaceships is wrong simply because if spaceships are real, what we see them doing by turning on a dime and how quickly they're going, there's clearly something we don't understand about propulsion.
Right.
But as far as space goes,
we don't know. Like I said, everything when you go up there, the vacuum of space could be what am I trying to say? Like a rubber band. It's like a rubber band for their vehicles. It's like a road, a path. When they go up there, they don't have to worry about rockets. They don't have to worry about fuel. They use the energy of space to be able to propel them forward. Maybe we don't understand that yet. We don't spend enough fucking time in space.
There's somebody up there all the time.
Wait, yeah, just on the outskirts of our fucking ozone. That's about it.
In the International Space Station.
Yeah, I mean, they're just floating around our little tiny bubble. I mean, like...
they're
not going out to space,
but we'll get there.
We will, and maybe that's when the aliens will go, you've made it. Welcome aboard to the
Galactic Federation of Aliens.
Isn't that fucking nuts, though?
My name is Nathan. Welcome. Well, Nathan, we've met.
Nathan, yeah, we met you. Yeah. It's wild. It's wild that they would make that claim. And
so I guess what we're saying
made the news, which, I mean, it's a big fucking deal.
So I guess we're saying is drones. The drones are alien.
Yes. So thank you, James, for sending us down that rabbit hole once again.
All right. So for the second topic,
I want to ask you a question before you release too much about
I'm not.
Okay.
You said that you wanted to talk about this, and because I have no idea what you want to talk about.
It's been a topic on X. It's been on the news. It's disgusting, first of all. So let me ask you a question. I'm not even going to say what the topic is yet. Okay. You're single, right?
Right.
Okay. You have an opportunity to make $10 million in one day.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Without knowing what it is, would you say yes or no? And it's not going to cause you physical harm.
Will I have to hurt someone?
No.
And that's made clear to me.
Yes.
$10 million?
$10 million.
Like, if I didn't have time to think about it, then I'd say yes.
Okay.
But if I had time to think about it, I'd probably
Now let me propose the other part of it. Would you then proceed to let 100 strange women have sex with you in one day in 24 hours, and at the end you get $10 million? I
mean, yeah.
Okay.
How many women?
100 in one day.
For $10 million?
Yes.
I'm single. I'm no longer married.
Oh, wait. I think I did the math. It was like 14 minutes per person.
Okay, so
you got to incorporate breaks to pee, to take a shit, to eat some food.
Okay, then it's an astounding yes.
Okay.
I mean, in the scenario you just proposed to me, that doesn't seem to be any negative.
Okay. Well, that's... Yeah.
Where are you going with
That's hoish, but that's fair.
I mean, if I'm not dating...
That's okay, fair. So there's a
$10 million?
You're like $10 million.
I can do a lot for $10 million.
You can quit. You can do all sorts of things.
I do all kinds of stuff. I'll take that bullet. Wink.
So there is a girl. I'm not even going to call her a lady because she's, I think, 22 or 23.
I know who you're talking about.
Her name is Lily Phillips. You can look her up.
Don't.
Please don't, actually. Well, on Google, don't look up any videos. I'm sure there's probably some bad stuff out there. But apparently she is trying to go for a Guinness record. So to start this Guinness record, which incorporates 100 men in 24 hours, the next phase is 300 men.
Is she getting $10 million?
She got $10 million for already doing the 100.
From who?
Videos, online videos, recording, publishing it. Oh, yeah.
So this is an OnlyFans girl.
I'm assuming that's where her content is. I don't know. I'm assuming it's either there or it's on one of the PORN sites, But she vetted out these guys. The end goal here is for her to have 1,000 men in 24 hours. Which, if you do the math, okay, without peeing, pooping, or eating. That is 1 minute and 35 seconds per man.
She's trying to do it in a day?
A day, 24 hours. Their current record is 901 or something like that.
In 24 hours?
She wants to go for 1,000, yes. Which
I just don't see how
is
you would have
awful.
the energy to do that.
Well, and so I saw the results after the 100 men, which I think I didn't want to see the in between, but they said that basically they had people fill out applications and they put their phone numbers out there, and this is where we're at in society. Okay, I would have not expected this. They got thousands of texts.
You wouldn't?
Thousands of texts. To be like, I want to be number 500. I want to be number 80. I want to be number 90.
I'm surprised that it was that few. That's not a lot.
That's disgusting.
No, that's just
You'd be willing. All right, so Joshua,
young people who are trying to sow wild oats and stuff. I'm not surprised at all.
You would be willing to be like, I'll be number 99.
Before I was dating and stuff in my early 20s. Oh wait! I see what you're saying.
99.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
My face just dropped.
After all the other guys.
Yes, there's no like time to clean.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, no.
That's disgusting.
Right? No. I would have to be number one.
Yeah.
I would have to be.
I'd be number one. I'd be not like the fact that first of all that there were so many men that tried to sign up for it, and then they had to vet through them, and they all got condoms and whatnot, and, protection, and when she was done. They were still filming her. Like, she didn't have time to recuperate from this event. Immediately, they were recording her, and she looked horrible. She looked like someone just threw her in a wood chipper, and she was like in tears. She was in tears. And she was like, it was just a lot. I didn't give some of the guys as much time as they deserved. Like, she was just going on and on and on about this stuff. And I was like,
what is your goal?
Right. And I was
your
like,
goal to finish it? Or
I was like, having sex is an emotional exchange in some fashion. It is.
Well, for people that do it professionally, I disagree.
Maybe, but for the other person, it is. Yeah. All right. There's some form of energy. There's an energy exchange, right? She just soaked up 100. Actually, it was 101. Which I'll tell that part of the story in a second. 101 men's energy inside of her for 5 fucking minutes every time. Had to incorporate taking a piss, whatever. She said someone fed her a sandwich in between like 2 of the guys. This just sounds awful. It sounds awful. Now, granted, she got $10 million from it, right?
So I just made the look of like, it doesn't sound awful to me.
Well, so apparently there was a guy that signed up to be number 100. He was like, I want to be the final number 100.
I'm sorry. Your dog is
disgusting.
Ripping ass. Lucy is over here. God.
Our dog is farting up. She's an old lady. Leave her alone.
I'm sorry. I love you, Lucy.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's like swallowing shit.
All right, go on.
So anyway, he was like, I want to be number 100, which when I read that, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You want to be specifically number 100. Well, you want your dick in where 99 in the last less than 24 hours have been.
I mean,
you're not getting anything out of this. They're not getting paid to do this.
They're getting something out of it.
I mean, I guess, but like, it just blows my mind. The depravity of our generation. So then, okay. So now she got so he was number 100.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently they had someone else who came in and was like, hey, did I miss it?
Am I too late?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And apparently they had to like get number 100 out and bring in this other guy. So he thought he was still number 100. This guy ended up being number 101.
I'm surprised that they were so accommodating. That this guy poked his head in the door.
She's got her legs open. What does she fucking care?
I mean,
but
she was in tears. I mean,
afterwards she was in tears. Like, it just... Like, why? Like, she needs therapy. For something like that, I think someone like that needs therapy.
I'm gonna go ahead and call it. She will not complete this task.
So, this month, and I don't know, how old is she? 23, 22,
she
23?
Will not be able to do this.
So, she, after she, I guess, rested up, probably took days, she was like, I'm ready. The next phase is 300 in December. I'm going for 300 so that I can better prepare for the 1,000. And I think 300 is like a couple minutes. I mean, it's not much. And basically she was like, we're basically going to have 2 doors and one's going to go pump and out, pump and out. Like, it's just disgusting. Like, I just, my brain can't wrap around.
Expand on that. What is disgusting to you?
Like the fact that there's just this open door of just there's hundreds of men standing in a line with their dicks out.
Yeah.
And they're just like, here we go.
Yeah, but
I mean, it just.
But some people, to a lot of people, sex is not this clean, rubber gloved.
I understand
thing.
that, but you want to. So you're willing to be in the pot of 300?
Not now, no.
Why?
Well, because I mean, this not something I would choose.
Right? Why? Because you have standards.
Well, that's
right?
just not me. That's just not who I am.
Because you have standards. Because if you went and did that,
but that's what I'm saying.
Would you think about
but
yourself?
these guys don't though.
And that's the depravity.
Why are you not a performer in the corn industry?
I mean, that's just not right.
It's not right. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just not something that you would do or I would do because that's just not who we are. But at the same time, I don't have anything against people that do it. I don't think it's disgusting.
But doing something like that is disgusting.
But why?
It's got to be.
What specifically?
It's an exchange. Sex is an exchange, regardless if you are a professional or not.
An exchange of what?
Of your specific time, your presence, your body. It's an exchange. They're not exchanging anything other than like what I'm saying is these men are going in there and they're just literally putting their meat in there.
Yeah.
Without doing anything.
Right.
And just pulling it right back out, and they're gone.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yes. There's not time to do that. No.
Huh.
There's not time to do that. So there's no exchange of like a completion of either side.
Well, you still.
It's just for the event of a record.
No, I mean, I bet you the guys are pretty okay with doing it.
Number 999. Good fucking luck.
I mean, sure.
Probably smells like SpaghettiOs and pennies in there.
I bet you they got
disgusting.
paper towels and sanitation
well,
wipes.
They showed a clip of aftermath, like the bedroom floor, wrappers and condoms everywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
that's fucking disgusting.
I just don't think it's disgusting because to me, it's to each their own. I mean, it's not for you. It's not for you, and it's not for me. But I mean, I don't think it's disgusting. I mean, it's sex. It's
but she needs therapy.
Oh yeah, she's definitely got her.
She's got problems.
She's certainly got her.
I guess it was the financial guider, the financial. What am I trying to say? Counselor, financial person of her. Yeah, advisor. Thank you.
Please let it be like Elon Musk.
It's her mother.
Oh. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
So there's problems.
That's a little wild.
Problems, right? There's
the fact that
the
her
more
mom's
you
like,
dive into it is like. There's something fucking wrong here.
Yeah, I mean, when the family, like I mean, there's that one OnlyFans girl, and all of her stuff is filmed by her brother.
Oh, it's weird,
or something like that.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's weird. But I mean, again, to each their own.
I guess.
I mean, whatever. It's not,
I mean, I guess it's just I don't know, like. Getting to the 1,000, like that just seems so excessive.
I just can't imagine a mother being like, yeah, you go, girl.
You go, girl. 1,000. You got it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I get
the mother must have been a whore.
I get being or wasn't in which she was.
Fair.
I get being a supportive parent, but that's a bit much.
Yeah. They didn't really say too much about the dad other than he's supportive. What's he going to say? Well, he's obviously not doing his job because if that were me, I'd be like, get your fucking ass in here. Like,
sit your ass down.
Like, it just, I don't know. It's just wild. Which, if she made $10 million off of the 100, who knows how much money she's going to make off the 300 and the 1,000 if she makes it.
I would be very interested in seeing an interview before and after these.
They have them. They have them out there. Yeah.
Just to see, well, if she's being honest. I doubt she's being honest.
Right. But you could just see it in her eyes after the 100. It didn't just look like she was upset. It looked like she got fucking thrown like into a truck, like got ran over by a truck. Like it looked like her soul was hurt for a temporary amount of time. Like, you know, when you see someone's eyes and it's just like, oh my God, they've been through it. Like that's what it looked like.
She probably was tired.
Yeah, I bet so.
Yeah, I mean, she probably didn't feel any
she
like
gave
shame
at least
or
5
anything.
minutes to up to 14 minutes per person.
I don't know. Maybe
that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, you know.
You need more than a goddamn sandwich to get through that day.
We had Dirty Santa today at work, and I took what I got from Dirty Santa out to the car, and you would have thought I ran a fucking mile. I was like, I mean, granted, it was a pretty big box.
So if you had to go through 100 women, you'd be like, I gotta need a sandwich
I
with
wouldn't
water.
make it. I would die. Or I'd be
I
like,
gotta get through this to get to 10 million.
be like, there's not enough water on this planet.
You'd have a tube like a hamster there. Just,
Yeah, I definitely have to get in significant more shape, significant amounts of shape.
yeah, well, I'm sure that would probably help and sweat bullets off.
Is this like a small girl? Like fit?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, I imagine so.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would assume it wouldn't be a cow, I don't care.
Dude.
I was going to say no offense, but I'm not. You shouldn't be, large and in charge. So, but I mean, it's, yeah, I'm sure you probably have to be, not completely ugly to be able to do this. Of course, there should be a test. There should be some woman that, even if she's not like super ugly, she should make herself look ugly and do the same thing and see how many men sign up for it.
Dude,
that'd be a good psychological test.
The same amount.
You think the exact same amount?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
bet you a lot of these girls signed up before even know what the
So
girl
you're
looked
telling me that men as a whole are looking for a hole?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't care what it looks like.
No, I wouldn't say the majority of men, but I'd say there's a lot of men that are just as promiscuous as a lot of these OnlyFans girls. They just kind of keep it to themselves.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, think about it. We were never those types of guys like, look at the big tits on that one. We were never those types of guys. We never did anything like that.
But like it just
But there are
it just blows
Chads,
my
I like
mind.
to call them. That's what they do every fucking night or weekend. They go out and they troll bars and clubs and stuff looking for a girl to take home.
Yeah.
100%.
I know that's out there.
That's the subculture.
So is that the same guys? The ones that go out every weekend and they're just looking for a piece of ass, they're the ones that probably signed up to do this? Because they're like, fuck it.
Where did this happen? In Hollywood, I imagine.
England.
Yes. Okay, what part, where in England?
I have no idea. She's English and it's over there. So
I mean, English dudes are
they're pretty dirty.
They're not dirty. They're just.
I mean, what were you insinuating there?
Well,
dirt,
I'm trying to think of
a little bit more willing to.
I'm trying to think of a nicer.
Slap their meat around.
I'm trying to think of a nicer word than thirsty.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're thirsty.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair, because you've explained to me the culture over there for them is very clubbish.
Oh yeah.
Like very clubbish to the point of bringing someone home.
Yeah.
Like that's the design.
Well, that's the. Whereas for a lot of them, that's the ultimate goal.
I would say the United States culture more relies around bars and hookups.
I think at one point, like a couple decades ago, it was kind of a club culture.
Right.
But I mean, granted, I haven't been over there, and it's been about.
That's true. Yeah.
Been about 10 years since I've been over there.
Yeah.
And even when I was over there, it was still 2012, 13, 14. And they were still very much like I hate dancing and I hate clubs.
Maybe COVID changed that though. I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't know. I still have friends.
Didn't
that
the
are
prime
over there
minister get in trouble for going to a fucking club in the middle of COVID over there?
What?
By Boris Johnson?
Oh well, he threw a party.
Oh, okay, that's even better. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe not. Maybe it's just the thing to go over there and do parties. Over here, it's just to pick people up at bars.
No, I mean that's just that. That's very much a culture of like. It's called pooling, from my understanding.
Pooling.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull a girl.
Pulling.
Yeah.
There's a pool of girls. I'm gonna pull.
I'm gonna pull one of them.
It's weird.
Take that.
Anyway, that's all.
Gotta live a little, man. Go to the club. Take the ugliest girl home.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. We'll run a test, psychological test.
I'm almost 40 years old.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go to the club.
There are some 60 and 70-year-old dudes that are like pulling.
Good for them, man.
Female after female.
These silver foxes.
Silver fox. Yeah, I think that is their nickname.
Oh, I think that's a good place to stop.
Bag of bones, skeleton man, whatever. But yeah, that was just if someone's out there if someone's out there, the people who are listening, to help us understand. Why?
If you're English and you took part of this, I want to talk to you.
Yeah. I need comments. I need an email.
Hell, I'll call you. I got to talk. I need to know.
We'll put you on the podcast.
I need answers. I have questions.
Yeah, like it just help us understand. Help us understand.
Yeah,
because
sure.
it's very strange, outlandish. I think it's disgusting. It's weird. That's my personal opinion.
To each their own, as they say.
Fuck it, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's about it for this week's episode. We will be doing another one before Christmas.
Yep.
And then that may or may not be our last one for the year, and then we'll kind of restructure a little bit. It might be. Just depends on what we're doing.
We'll talk. We'll do lunch.
Yeah, we'll do lunch. Yeah. We'll do lunch. We're not going to do lunch around other people, though,
Yeah, but as always, send us an email with your comments and your questions. helpuspod@gmail.com. We're also on YouTube, Help Us Understand Podcast, and we are also on wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we would like some feedback, folks, if you like the wacky invention idea, or if you would like for us to go back to the holiday of the day. I don't really care, honestly. They're all entertaining. Anything's entertaining as long as you have Zach and Josh talking.
I just talk.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, we'll catch you up here next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, y'all. Bye.
Who were you? Who were you?
Oh, I don't know. I'm Josh.
I was Zach.
Bye.
Bye.